Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Aloha, Scorpio. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for November 2021. This is being recorded on Halloween, so happy Halloween to you. Before we get started, please do like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Also, I am offering a one-to-one mentorship program. Lasts 6 months to a year, depending upon what your needs are. We will be going over spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional immunity, as well as installing the Paradise program. So what is Paradise to you? How can you have this paradise that I've created for myself? I am going to instill that in you as well. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one to get your goals and outcomes, please do message me. So I have the information below, so you can go to my email at thewhisperingdragonfly@gmail.com to get in contact with me, and we can do a free consultation to find out what your needs are and move forward with that. So let's get started on your reading. We'll do a little bit of Hawaiian salt, a pinch of Hawaiian salt. Clears the energy, gives you your minerals for the day. So let's get started. We're going to take a Keepers of the Light card for Scorpio for November. All right, we got Diana. Focused intention. So Scorpio, it says, think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. So I feel like you have been in a process, Scorpio, in the time that I've been reading on YouTube, of growth and expansion, overcoming some things that, you know, may have been harder for you, addictive personalities, you know, releasing a lot of kind of those lower vibrational frequencies. And now I'm starting to see in your readings that you are moving on up, okay? So now is the time for you to be blessed, Scorpio. Now is the time for you to get the things that you have been desiring, for those to come into fruition on the earth plane. You can have them in the astral, but part of the experience of being in a body, Scorpio, is actually being in a body. And so you're going to be noticing that your manifestations are coming in. So Spirit's asking you to really have focused intention at this time, because you're manifesting very quickly. You're also, your thoughts are becoming things at a rapid pace. So they want you to be very, very clear. We have archetype, the mother. So male or female matters not. You're going to be showing yourself in the month of November through the archetype of the mother. So this would be nurturing self. This would be giving yourself the things that maybe your earthen mother wasn't able to give you. If you've been estranged from the earthen mother, or if you felt like you had to be the adult, because what's coming through is many of you that are watching this actually had to be the adult in your particular situations, Scorpio. And so it's like you never really had that true mothering presence, but now this is you giving that to you. Some of you may be gaining a mentor or someone in your life who is like a mother, and those of you who are wanting to be with child, this is showing, keep your focused intention, Scorpio, because this is showing that you have fertile energy that is coming through. So some of you who want to make a physical baby have the opportunity to do that at this time as well. For those of you that are not wanting to make a human, this is just showing that you are mothering a seed. Male or female matters not. You're essentially, what seeds you're planting at this time are coming to fruition. So how would you take care of the child that you create, whether that be business or a relationship or both? You don't have to make a human, right? And so this is showing that you are absolutely mothering yourself, you're nurturing yourself, you're focusing your attention on your best possible outcome. So please pay attention to your thoughts, Scorpio, because you are moving into they're saying a state of grace, a state of things just happening for you in ways that seem unusual or serendipitous, or I like the word kismet, you know, so that things come together in such a beautiful way. Let's look at career for Scorpio, month of November. Okay, cool. So basically, month of November, we have the Five of Swords in reverse, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Seven of Coins in reverse. I'm actually thinking this is quite beautiful. You're overcoming a time of deep conflict, a time of interruption, a time of, you know, taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back in your career progress, or with your artistry, or with your, you know, things that you do to bring in money in this world. Because I feel like, Scorpio, many of you are taking an alternative path on how you make money at this time. And so there's been some conflict. I feel like many of you have been trying to manifest a new way of bringing in money, manifest a new way of doing the thing that you've wanted to do, that would be your heart's desire. And what they're showing here is that you will be recognized. So no more analysis paralysis. You have studied and looked at and, you know, researched all of the things for what you're trying to build. Many of you are building your own business, going out on your own ideas. Like, your ideas have been really profound and potent at this time, Scorpio. I feel like because you are that deep water sign, you've been really digging into the wells of yourself, and so you've done the research already. What this is showing is the Six of Wands says you will be recognized for what you do, and you'll get paid accordingly. So I feel like there is, you know, for those of you, they're showing me the Scorpios out there that are artists or wanting to build a spiritual business, that you will be recognized in the month of November. Doors are opening for you to have that. Some of you that do things digitally, I'm feeling like you'll have a post go viral or something of that sort, that is recognition in ways that you've been working towards, but it felt like nothing was coming of it. So I feel like, you know, whether you have like a YouTube channel like this one, or whether you are opening a store or selling your art, I feel like you're going to be recognized in a big way in the month of November, that where there was resistance, that's going to end, and you'll be receiving what you want career-wise, and receiving money in a more flowing pattern than previously. So that kind of dark night is coming to a close. Let's look at love and relationship for Scorpio. Month of November. Ooh, beautiful. 2, that's a lot. Okay. And 1 more for Scorpio, love and relationships. Okay, beautiful. What it's showing is that you are overcoming a time. We have Page of Swords, we have 10 of Swords. So it may have felt like you were backstabbed and burdened in previous relationships, that there's been silence, that you haven't been really moving towards a romantic relationship. For those of you that are single, I feel like you've been single for a very long time, really unable to let someone new in. It's like almost like you've been wearing your burdens as almost a badge of honor, you know, of, oh, well, I made it through that, or I experienced that situation. But there's been a lot of silence, and what they're showing me is this silence and this lack of communication or truth has been you to you, Scorpio. So it's basically showing like you haven't allowed yourself to have the pleasure because of past hurts, because of past relationships not going the way that you've wanted them to. Spirit's saying like disappointment. And for many of you, like I said, it feels like you've been single for a long time. So just being out of the game for a long time has caused some uncomfortability for you, but what this is showing is now the energy is clearing. Month of November, we have the sun as the outcome. This is absolutely beautiful. What this is showing is that you're going to overcome that. For those of you that are single, I do feel like there's a relationship that's coming in, and rather unexpectedly. Like, this could be someone that you're already friends with, someone that you just meet but you feel like you've known for years. But it's essentially, like, notice the sundial here. It's essentially changing the tides. It's reminding me a little bit of the Wheel of Fortune card. It's changing the tides from the past heartache, the past lack of communication. You're moving into a time of not just communication, but love. I asked for one more card and they gave me the 10 of Cups. Okay, you're absolutely coming into a time of great happiness as it comes to love and relationships in your romantic situations. Many of you maybe haven't even been looking for love. You've almost put that so far on the back burner that you've forgotten how wonderful it feels like to be in love, Scorpio. And I feel like you're getting the opportunity to have both, to nurture yourself in all the ways, and that includes having a relationship that is what are they saying, co-creative. What they're saying is, like, this person that's coming in for you, like, you work with each other's goals, dreams, ambitions really well, and you build one another up so that it's just all the cups are full and overflowing. Okay, these as outcomes are two of the most beautiful cards in the deck. And so you're really coming into a time, so really focus your intention, release the past, so set your sights high, because that's Diana's coming through here in this mother card. So as you're mothering and nurturing yourself, give to yourself the relationships that you didn't have as a child. Give to yourself the relationship that you wished your parents could have. If I feel like many of you came from sort of broken homes, and so they're asking you to move into the spirit of your own relationships, like giving to yourself the things that you wish would have happened for your family. Okay, give yourself the joy that you've been wanting to give to others, Scorpio, because I feel like you guys are big feelers and big givers, and now it's time for you to receive that feeling back as well. Okay, and let's look spiritually. Month of November, what do we have going on there? Oh. Throwing stuff across the room here. Let's see. Okay. All right. Spiritually, I feel like you are learning. You're coming out of a time. So month of November, you're coming out of a time of despair, feeling like your energy has been sort of upside down. King of Coins is King of Pentacles, and when it's upright, that's the entrepreneur, that's the business card. This is the master of values and currency. But I feel like you've been really questioning what you value, and part of that's from heartache, from you know, we have the Wounded Warrior card. So you've been persisting, and you've been persevering in your spiritual walk, but it's been a little bit difficult the last previous few months. Okay, and for some of you, actually the last few years. I feel like you have been going through initiation after initiation, and there's been this feeling of like losing everything or despair. But the outcome is the Queen of Wands. So male or female matters not. This is the divine feminine in her power. This is pre-empress energy. This is the divine feminine part of you, the receiver part of you, that's coming through with absolute joy, ease. Like the salamanders are here. She cannot be burned. Okay. With the regalness, you're remembering that you are spiritual royalty. You're remembering that you are enough just as you are, Scorpio, and it's a really beautiful thing. So it's like where there was despair, now you're nurturing self. Where there was you know, confusion in your spiritual walk, that path is now opening to you. You're going to be coming back to yourself in a way that's very empowering. This card is telling me they're using the word empowered. You're going to start to feel really centered and empowered to move forward with your dreams, with your destiny. You're really going to be mothering and nurturing. The word is nurture. So, you know, nurture yourself. Do self-care medicine and routine. You know, give to yourself the body work if your body feels out of whack. Give to yourself time in nature. Give to yourself laughter with friends. Give to yourself meditation. Give to yourself wonderful foods that surprise and delight you. You know, allow yourself to be delighted and to be nurtured in such a way that makes your heart sing. Okay. And then the advice from Spirit to close out your reading is a 62, which is an 8, and says, Will-o'-the-wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. And I will read that one to you. This is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. It says, treasures hidden in the shadows, the great mystery epiphany. Will-o'-the-wisp hovers in her luminescent glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. You may have been visited by her before, but though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer you decided to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. Will-o'-the-wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you will have to sacrifice certainty in pursuit of adventure, your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray, or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place, these worlds hidden, at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your own unmaking to unmask yourself. Love what you discover, dark or light, see it all as divine, and find a quiet, thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? A great bounty of goodness awaits you. Okay, so this is beautiful, and you have the opportunity now to move into the unknown that's going to bring you beautiful new manifestations, but you have to be willing to let go of the known. And I feel like you are ready, Scorpio. I feel like you're tired of the same old, so it's a beautiful energy that's changing. It requires a little bit of faith, but you are nurturing yourself in such a way that that the blessings do follow. So November looks like a beautiful month of new energy coming forward for you in ways that are unexpected but also delightful. So thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and until next time, aloha.